Gemini, welcome to your full Leo season reading. I want to thank you so much for being patient and waiting on your girl Bob the healer. But I'm here and I'm ready, and I am so intuitively, spiritually aligned to do this reading for you. So let's get started, okay? I celebrated a birthday recently. That's why I've been taking a break. If you guys been missing my readings, been missing some of my work, that's why. But anyways, we are going to be doing a full Leo season reading. We'll be talking about your love life. Then we'll do your career and then finish up with some self-improvement and some self-love. You feel me? All right, Gemini. The main message here for your love life really is about trusting in the honesty and the truth of your relationship. Let's go back to your parents. Let's talk about their marriage. Now, Gemini, if your parents didn't have a marriage, they had some type of contract, okay, to have you as a karma baby, okay, or a soulmate child if they're still married and they're still vibing, or if they had love that combined them together. But whatever that story is, let's talk about it. How did your parents speak the truth to each other? How were they honest with one another? How were they forgiving? Okay, some of those same, not some, all of those cycles are playing out in your love life, Gemini. Okay, we have the Justice card. Fairness is something that keeps you grounded and your partner grounded. When you're not honest, when you're not fair, when you're not genuine, Gemini, it creates an imbalance in your relationships. Now I'm talking to my married Geminis. If you are really supposed to be equally yoked with your counterparts, how are you playing the field? Some of my Geminis are cheating. I'm just be honest. Yeah, the cat is out of the bag. If you are dating a Gemini, they could be cheating on you if you are married to them. Just straight up, okay? Oh, wow. You might know this. You might be cheating too. Whoever is cross watching this, you could be cheating. And cross watching means if you are not a Gemini and you're watching this, or if you are a Gemini and you're dating a Gemini, they could be also dating someone else, and you are very much aware of this, okay? And they could have you on the back burner waiting. All right, that's just a separate message. Now, if you're in a very happy, committed, equally yoked, balanced relationship, and you will know, Gemini, okay, don't play with me, you will feel like, wow, you and your lover are really seeing eye to eye during this Leo season, okay? And I know I'm a little late for the Leo season, but whenever you're watching this, this will apply, okay? Forgot to bring my water. Gemini, you could be lacking speaking up in your relationship. I'm feeling a little hoarse right now. I'm feeling a little, you could be having a hoarse voice right now. You could be having a dry throat. You need to drink some more water, okay? You and your lover could be drinking too much. That's another thing. If you guys are going out on dates a lot, you could be drinking too much. Gemini, your relationship is kind of all over the place. Your energy has me a little scatterbrained. Like, I want to jump all over this reading and I want to be organized. Anyways, back to those. If you are someone who is single and you're like, can she hurry up and get to the single part? Bro, relax. You can just fast forward. Please don't. If you're married though, and you are dating a Libra, okay? You and your partner are going out. Chivalry is not dead in this relationship. And a lot of the courting is around Venezuelan things like going to the library or going out to a nice bar that has a beautiful scenery or getting dressed up and going to a nice dinner. You and your lover are really feeling the vibes, okay? You're really Jill vibing. You're really chilling out together and enjoying each other in more than just love, but also friendship. And to me, that's what love is really about. Okay. Now, for those who are in relationships, who aren't single, who are like, actually in relationships, that's your boyfriend, that's your girlfriend, whatever. You and your boyfriend and you and your girlfriend really need to take the time out to balance out the date ideas. Okay. If one individual is deciding, okay, let's go to my place, let's go, or this could be just like staying over each other's houses, like one person wants to go to one person's house and vice versa. Balance it out. Relationships work best when they are what? Balanced. Yes. Libras show us how to balance relationships. They show us how to be equally giving, how to be equally loving, and not to give too much, because when we give too much, it creates a vibration that makes the relationship unworthy. One partner starts to feel worthy and the other partner starts to feel unworthy. Or one partner starts to feel too like an inflated ego, like they're too worthy, and one feels the lack. And each partner needs to know their value. Each partner needs to feel like my value is just as important as my partner's value, okay? Also, Libra. If you are dating a Libra, be patient with this Libra, okay? They're new to dating. They're still trying to figure out how to, do this thing. They really enjoy your company. They've been They've been enjoying this process you guys have been having. They just want to go slow. Okay. So if you're dating a Libra, take your time, get to know them, get to know what they like. Dress up for them. Okay. They enjoy somebody who can dress up and who can switch up, someone who can go from like date night to casual, like getting a cup of coffee. Um, if you are dating, this could just be a variety of different dates. Like switch up the different occasions. Sometimes you could want to date your partner in a more intimate setting or a more romantic setting. And sometimes you guys could just hang out as friends. Like change up, give it variety, okay? Now for my single, ready to mingle Geminis. Sun, moon, and rising. We have the tarot card here. Now there's some major transformation coming in all my Geminis, okay? Married, single, dating. There's going to be major transformation. For the married people, it's going to be transformation in how you see your partner, how you're courting your partner. Also, as well for those in relationships. Excuse me, you could be changing the way that you're dating each other, changing the type of relationship, not being so focused on like the courting phase where everything's just like lovey-dovey. Oh my gosh, I love you. I love what you wear. I love how you look. Oh my goodness. To more of like, we just chilling at the crib. We in our sweatpants. We vibing, We just, we vibing. Now, single Geminis. There's two groups of you. There could be some of you guys who have just been bored. You've been so bored in dating. You're like, oh my gosh, when is my soulmate coming? God, what is going on? Look at her. She looks so pissed. She's like, God, what is going on? She's looking, Rapunzel, Rapunzel. And she's like, I am so tired of this gimmick. I'm so tired of being this princess waiting for someone to come save me, but I'm also looking out at the same time. Gemini, you're being double minded. You're like, one minute you're like, I'm ready for love, but at the next minute you're like, you know what? I'm done with this. I don't really care. I don't really care. Either way, you need to get balanced, Gemini. Yes, you need to get balanced. Tell God what you really want. If you want something that's equally yoked, if you want a real relationship, you have to believe that. That's simple. You have to believe, Gemini, that you are worthy of a healthy, equally yoked relationship. And this goes back to the beginning, Gemini, when we were talking about your parents' marriage, your parents' relationship. How did they balance the responsibilities? Take a second, think about it. How did your parents see each other? Were they equally yoked? Do you see them as very giving? Do you see them as very trusting, honest with one another? Because whatever it is, you don't believe that you can have the healthy version of that. Yeah, don't tell me I'm lying. Bob be knowing. Bob be knowing, okay? Your parents could have got married out of nowhere, out of thin air, okay? Your parents could have ended their marriage out of nowhere, okay? Things you could have came. This could have came out of nowhere. And that's what leads me to this next point, Gemini. You could be in a relationship or getting ready to walk into a relationship that is coming out of nowhere, all right? Now, here's the test of this relationship. This individual, you guys have been dating, you've been seeing each other, in a balanced way. You've been going to see them, they've been coming to see you. If it hasn't been balanced, Gemini, this ain't the relationship. Or this means you know what to work on in the relationship. I cannot tell you. Bob cannot tell you who to be dating. Some of these healers out here will tell you, oh, break up with this person, they're toxic. Oh my God. And I'm going to tell you, work on it. Because love is worth fighting for. Okay. And Gemini, you love to flee. Mm-hmm. You love to run from the scene. You be like, I'm out. I'm out. Oh, you're boring me. I'm out. Oh, you're not giving me equal give and take. I'm out. Instead of just speaking up. You know, I feel like my throat chakra is not dry anymore. Maybe the conversation was. ooh, ooh, maybe the conversation needs to be had in your relationship that you don't feel the balance. Okay, because you're not speaking up anymore, Gemini. You're not. And you need to speak up, Gemini. You need to say what's on your mind. You need to talk about what it is you want in your courting, and watch the universe give you exactly what it is you want. And I like to say, if that individual cannot get on that equal program, because you can only get what you give, Gemini. If you're giving obsession, you're getting obsession. And that can come in different forms. Hello. It could come in different forms. People can obsess over you in different ways. And it doesn't have to mean like they can like not leave you alone. And you're obsessing over the relationship and they just can't leave you alone. They can't give you what it is you want in that relationship, but they're obsessing over you. Okay? So what I'm trying to say, single Geminis, is if you're in a relationship that you feel is unbalanced, then balance it. Figure it out. Figure out what it is you need. Give it to yourself. Okay? Because make sure you're showing up for yourself. If you're bored, Gemini, it's because you're boring. I tell people that all the time. My grandmother used to say, if you're bored, that's your problem. And that's what I'm telling you, Gemini. Like, if you're bored, it's because you're boring. If you're attracting partners that are boring, that are superficial, that only look good, that are just, physically attractive, have their hair looking good, they, wear the nice clothes, they be smelling good, it's because that's what you're doing, Gemini. Yeah. Listen, if you got an attitude, comment below. I don't care. I don't care. Gemini, if you have an attitude about what I'm saying, comment below. But I'm telling you, I'm not playing. I'm just reading the cards. Okay, I got a Mars in Gemini. Sometimes I can be a little superficial. Yes, my Mars, my idea of sexuality and sensuality sometimes can be superficial. Yeah, okay. You can tend to attract mates who look on the exterior like the perfect partner, but deep down inside, they're lacking things. And you know what? You have so much in common with them, Gemini, because you're doing that. You have work to do, Gemini, if you are in an unbalanced relationship because you, ma'am, you, sir, are unbalanced. It's time to transform. And this partner is your soulmate because they're coming in to show you how to transform. Okay, this could be the same partner that you're working with, or you could be leaving this individual. There could be an abrupt ending to this relationship, and it could be so your divine masculine can work on themselves. Okay, we have the sacred self, or reparenting yourself, and divine masculine. Okay, the divine masculine could be looking to you, to those of you who are in these imbalanced relationships, like their parent, like their mama, like their mother, like their caretaker. And because you haven't even done the work with your mother, you guys are just triggering each other. Divine masculine has to go within. So the divine masculine could be taking a break from the relationship. If you are a Gemini masculine, you could be taking a break from a relationship with your divine feminine, because it's time for you to work on your relationship with the mother of your child, with your mother, if you don't have any kids. Don't be looking at my boobs. Focus on the message, Gemini. You really need to reparent yourself. And Gemini, women, it's time to work on your inner child. Look at your inner you. Your inner you is so tired of you dating everybody else but yourself. Like, when was the last time that you went on a date with your 6-year-old self? Like, went to a place that your 6-year-old would love, because your 6-year-old loves something about yourself right now that they didn't have back then. Okay, and it's time to heal. Look at this shield. Okay, Gemini, you need to surrender to spirit right now in your love life. Okay, surrender. Hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up right now. Gemini, if you're watching this video, put your hands up and say, I am ready to surrender to spirit. I am ready to surrender to spirit. Come on. I am ready to surrender to spirit. Allow spirit to heal you completely and wholly, not in these small bits and bites, okay? Spirit wants to get in you completely, okay? You just want to talk about this. You just want to do this. No, God wants to get in and clean everything out, and yes, your love life is included. Yes, and it starts with you, Gemini. You're the problem. You always blame everybody else. You always blame everybody else, Gemini. Oh, this person. No, you got the issues too, Gemini. Look, they are drinking from the same energy. And you know, when you get grounded, Gemini, your partner gets grounded. Then things start to alchemize and come back together. Then you recognize forgiveness. You recognize why God brought you together, because now you can see each other in the highest vibration. And it's all because of God. And you know, Bob the Healer gave you a little hint. You know what I'm saying? Drop a comment below if this is resonating. All right, Gemini, we didn't spend a minute on your love life. Let's go into your career, because there's a lot to uncover. But before we get to your career, I want to stop and give you a Bible verse. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. John 1:1. Whatever word God has given you, run with it. God is the Word. God is the Word. And if God is truth, then the Word is truth. So whatever God has told you, believe it to be true. Let it follow up with the Word. And this Leo season, stop hiding from God, Gemini. Stop hiding from the truth from God, Gemini, before he finds you. I'm telling you, you don't want God to come find you, Gemini. Some of y'all skipped over. Okay? Let me tell you something. God gonna find you. Maybe you might have to double back and reverse to the Bible verse because it was really important for you. All right. Let's get into this career. Woosah, Gemini. I know your career has been a lot lately, and I'm just channeling a lot of blockage energy. And oh man, Gemini, you could be getting sick or having like really bad allergies or congestion going on. Okay. For your career, Gemini, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. You're just not speaking up. You're just not trying to move forward. It's time for you to pack your bags, Gemini. It's time for you to move on. Okay, some of you guys could be working in the communication field. Some of you guys could be needing to traveling, and there could be some delays in traveling, especially if you're living in LA. All right, because there's going to be some tornadoes or some storms, some hurricanes, you know, all that good stuff, staying up late. Some of you guys could be missing your flight, and that's why there's an issue in your career. This is traveling for work, though. So just take it slow, and, you know, don't pay for the first class flight. Bob is telling you. I'm telling y'all gonna get enough for trying to question my gifts, because I'm really intuitive. Anyways, to the Geminis that are blocking themselves from moving forward in their career, Now, what that means, if there's new opportunities that are coming towards you and you don't want to move, like you don't want to change careers, but you feel this inclination, you have this clear vision. I mean, you could write it down like it was a movie script. Okay, some of you guys are literally writing movie scripts and you're so afraid to take this leap, and it's really because of your finances. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. The finances could be a little slow, or this change in career could require a cutback in finances. But how long do you want to keep spying on this career, Gemini? How long do you want to keep watching other people go after their passions, Gemini? How long? We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Oh my goodness, I didn't even see it. But I knew. I'm telling you, I'm really spot on right now, Gemini. Don't play with me. Knight of Wands reverse. You have so many passions, and you're starting to get jealous of other people who are moving at a steady pace in their career. And they may not even be making a lot of money. But you're like, wow, I see them growing at a steady pace. And I don't even know what direction to go in mine. It's because you need to get a clear vision. Now, for some of you, because I'm channeling a lot of different energies, for some of you who do have a clear vision, this is your sole purpose. What are you waiting on? You are blocking yourself. You are self-sabotaging. Let me tell you how you can self-sabotage, Gemini. Start and stop, start and stop, start and stop. Take you 50 years to do something. You know, in the Bible, the Israelites, it took them forever to get to the promised land because they were circling around that block so many times. And everything has to do with their confidence. Like I said, stop looking at everybody else, Gemini. It's like you studying for a test and you looking at everybody else's paper. Your knowledge, your purpose, your career, the visions that God has given for you are for you. Stop looking in everybody else's traffic. Stop looking in everybody else's lane. And you keep yourself up at night stalking other people, stressed out about your career path, stressed out about this job, having nightmares about losing your position, when reality is that's what's going to happen. Okay, we got the Tower reverse. You know, Gemini, you know that you're going to lose your job. If you are not in your career path, that is in a clear vision, that is anointed. Okay, we have the planetary wave. Look at this. You need to see this in your third eye. If you don't close your eyes right now, Gemini, I need you to stop. Close your eyes right now. Take a second. Take a deep breath. And envision your perfect career. You got that picture? Write it down right now. And I want you to write down what you're wearing while you're in the vision. I want you to write down how much you got in your pocket, how much is in your bank account. I want you to tell me the weather that is happening in that day. I want details, Gemini, of your perfect visionary career. And I know life ain't perfect, but if God could give you what you want, why not be clear? Now, don't be afraid when things start to change, because the Tower is coming. Okay, change is coming quickly. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, because some of my Geminis who are on their visionary path have been putting in the time, in the commitment consistently for months. And you'll know who you are if you've been doing this for months. You know, not years, for months. You've been working, you've been working, you've been working. Head to the pavement. You ain't really been worried about the money. You've just been in the passion. Okay? Transformation is coming in your career. And don't be afraid. Okay? Big changes are coming for you. And it's because this is your soul mission. This is your soul purpose. Okay? A setback is a step forward when you work with God. Some of you guys were working in a career path that was not where God wanted you to be. And so God just wanted to redirect you. It's a reroute. The GPS is rerouting you to where you're supposed to be. Okay? Gemini. If you are an individual who's been hard headed, you ain't been listening, you've been getting the signs, some of y'all been having nightmares, anxiety, anxiety. You know, sometimes God will give us anxiety so we get up and we make a change and we do something. Anxiety is not a bad thing. This world will have you thinking anxiety don't have purpose, but baby, that's because you ain't been working on it. Hit up your girl, Bob the Healer, okay? If you would like a deep, intuitive reading, okay? If you're suffering with anxiety and you need an increase of faith, some direction, email me at I am Bob the Healer at gmail.com. And I will gladly work with you, okay? We can book a reading together. We can do a work session together. And let's process that so that you can go towards what it is God wants for you. Now, back to the reading. Gemini, you're keeping yourself back from your passions in a total, complete way. Like, I feel like I'm holding my breath. Like, you're holding your breath in your career. You're holding your breath that something tremendously terrible is going to happen, and you can breathe because it's going to happen. Yeah. The more you think about it, it's going to happen. Whatever it is you think is going to happen, it's going to happen, Gemini. But how can you prepare for it? If divine is giving you the signs to make the moves, some of you guys need to move careers. If not some, all the Geminis. If God has been calling you towards a vision, not if. God is calling you towards a vision, Gemini. Okay? Get clear on that vision. Write it down. Meditate. Be detailed as possible. And don't be afraid to go towards it. It may not have a lot of money in the beginning. It may take some slow, dedicated, steady, committed steps. But eventually, you will be where you need to be. Because this is your alignment. This is your soul mission. This is your soul purpose. And if you're not, and you're disobedient, you will be knocked off your path. Yeah. And you'll be holding on for your dear life. You'll be holding on like, oh my goodness, save me, God. And God will go, and you'll fall off. Like Simba. Simba's dad, unfortunately, in The Lion King. I watched that movie so many times as a kid. But the message in that was, it was time. Ooh. Jesus, I don't have to communicate that. Some of you guys may have lost a father or a father figure, or, you know, you don't want that time to come when your parent is gone and, you know, you have to take the reins and the responsibility, Gemini men, where you're taking over the household and you need to really take responsibility of the finances. So right now is the time for you to go towards your passions. Right now is the time for you to make slow, committed steps, Gemini. Okay? You could be feeling just stagnant, feeling stuck. And, you know, take a break. Lay down. I know. When you're overwhelmed, take a nap. What? Why would Bob Dealer tell me that? Because it's healing. Naps have a purpose. They are healing. And sometimes, now I'm not talking about depression nap now. I'm talking about a 30-minute pick-me-up nap where it's like, I need a break. My soul needs rest. Okay? And my mind is going crazy. I need to just take a nap. Because if you are struggling with depression and anxiety, Gemini, like I said, book a reading with me. One of the free tips you can have right now is take a nap. I myself have healed myself from depression and anxiety. Yes, one day at a time, one experience at a time. One tip my father gave me was when my mind was going crazy to take a nap. And by golly, he was correct. You know how many things, bad decisions, thoughts that I avoided when I just took a nap? Okay? If you got a 30-minute break at lunch and you're overwhelmed with your job, you're overwhelmed with the position you are, you know you need to move, You know you need to change your course, but you're just deeply afraid. Take a break. Shift your energy. You have to be in a state of flow in order for you to remove these blockages. But if you keep resisting change, nothing will change. All right? And you will force something you don't want. Then the levee breaks. Okay? Allow the water to flow. Open up the gates. Some of you guys need to open up about what it is you want in your career to your managers. Maybe that's why you're not getting ahead, because you're not speaking about what it is you want. And some of y'all don't be taking the job serious. Okay? Some of y'all show up late, be sleeping in whenever you freaking want to. Bob knows, don't lie to me. Okay? And then there's some of y'all who are diligent. You've been putting in the time, the commitment. And they're not trying to give you a pay increase. They're not. They're like giving you these small little bumps in pay, but it's, let me tell you something, Gemini, they ain't finna pay you. They're not finna pay you, Gemini. They're just not. Okay? They're gonna pay you pennies for what you could be paying yourself for your purpose. And be happy. And be in alignment. And be pleasing to God. It's a no-brainer. But it's you, Gemini, that has to get out of your fears. Once you take your nap, it's time to get up and get right back on the map. Once you take your nap, it's time to get right back up and get on the map. Put yourself on the map, Gemini. You don't need a raise when you are raised by God. Okay? God elevates you. God gives you status. God pays your bills. So if you want a promotion, speak to God, the Don Dada, the King of all kings. Okay? You serve a generous God. You serve an abundant God. Okay? You serve a God. Look at this mirroring. You serve a God that will be abundant. Okay? He will give you your riches. He will give you your heart's desires. So open your heart and let it flow. Or let the vision go, Gemini. Shoot. Because if you don't use it, God will give it to somebody else. And everything, like I said at the beginning of this career reading, everything that it is that you want, God will give to someone else, and you'll have to watch. And then don't be jealous. Let the vision go then. If you're not willing to fight for it, if you're not willing to put in the commitment, the time, the effort, the consistency, if you're not willing to believe in yourself, then great. Who cares? I don't care, because it ain't my dreams. All right? God will give it to somebody else. But what will you do when you see someone else have what it is you want, Gemini? Hmm? What would what will it be that it is that you will do once you see someone else have what it is you want, but you deprived yourself of having. Oh my goodness, my whole communication's been off. I can feel the retrograde. I can feel the retrograde. Coming. Communication could be off in your career too, Gemini. Like you just feel like you're stumbling over your words and you don't really know how to speak up for yourself or speak up for your projects. It could just mean you need to slow down. Okay, Gemini, you need to just take the plunge. Don't hold back. Go towards your passions. It's time. Divine is saying it's time. Go for it. Dive in. Okay, Gemini, let's get to your self-healing, self-transformation, your self-love part of this reading. Because you really need it, all right? I done beat you up a little bit in the love and the career, but it's time for me to love on you. Gemini, we have the King of Swords in reverse. You are being very emotionally cut off from your nurturing energy. Now, Gemini men, Gemini masculines, you have cut yourself off from your love and your nourishment from your mother. Your mother could be a Virgo or a Libra or a Taurus or an Aquarius or Gemini like yourself. Um, Masculines, because you don't understand how to love yourself, you really need to take it up with your mom. Don't take it up with me. Take it up with your mama. Okay? Don't act like you don't care what I got to say. Take it up with your mama. Okay? Some of you guys could feel like the things that I've said in this reading are harsh. Comment below. Or you could feel like leaving a harsh comment. Don't do that. Because I will clap back. I'm a Mars and Gemini. Don't play with me. Also, you could just be feeling like you don't know how to talk to your mom. And that's why you don't know how to talk to your inner feminine. Okay, your inner feminine has been deprived. You've been cutting yourself off from that. You're not recognizing your inner beauty, your inner star power. We have the Empress card. Some of you guys have not even been taking care of your skin. Haven't been taking care of your hair. You've been spending so much time focused on getting out of your mind that you haven't been like taking care of your body. Okay, you really need to take care of your skin, Gemini. Gemini, like I said, this is like full circle. It's time to date yourself. It's time to do some skincare. It's time to, maybe chill out in the house and watch your favorite movies, cuddle up, It's time to maybe have a home garden. It's time to do the work. Yes, Gemini, you ain't been doing the work. Okay? You've been tiptoeing around doing the work. Some of y'all just been tipping in the water. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do 2 activities. I'm going to do maybe this today. Or you've been just like fickle. You have an idea and then you're like, oh no, you're talking. You're talking, Gemini. Stop talking about what it is you need to do and do it. Gemini, you need to do some writing, journaling. Stop talking and start journaling. Journal about what it is you want to nurture within yourself. Journal on what it is that you are growing within yourself. What is it that you're not paying attention to that you're depriving yourself from, Gemini? Some of my Geminis could be feeling like lazy, not wanting to go out, not wanting to dress up, not wanting to take care of their appearance, okay? You're walking around looking like a couch potato. Okay. Not her kind of looking like me. I told you I'm a Gemini Mars. Okay, wait. Slow down. Spirit, what are you saying? What are you saying? Okay? Don't let the message go over your head. So, you need to switch it up. There's this abundant, beautiful, blessed energy. Do something with your hair. Okay? Don't have your hair sit. Look, you just chilling in the hoodie. You're looking like an introvert. And when you get, it's time to focus on your inner beauty as well, too. Like one of my things that I've been focused on this year since my birthday. Yes, my birthday was August 13th. Tell me happy birthday. I really wanted to cultivate natural beauty, focusing on the things that are internally beautiful to me, but also like my hair. Like I wanted to have natural hair, natural nails, natural lashes, just natural everything. Natural looking makeup. Like, can you tell I got on a little bit of makeup? This has been on all day. But Gemini, that's what I want to encourage you. Natural beauty. When was the last time you straightened your hair? When was the last time you did your hair? When was the last time you took care of your appearance and you felt beautiful and you felt abundant and you felt like that girl? Okay? Well, the time has come. All right? The time has come for you to come out and look beautiful. You could be going to someone's birthday party or an event on September 3rd, or that could just be a special date. Maybe it's your mother's birthday or something, or like a friend of yours, like a girlfriend of yours, the mother of your child. You could really just need to nurture the mother within you, okay? Like, did your mother not take the time to get you ready when you were a kid? This is a lot of mother wounds that I'm feeling, okay? But what I'm getting down to, and I'm feeling really sick, Gemini, oh my God, clear my energy. I'm feeling like your mom didn't have enough time to listen. Your mother didn't take enough time to get you ready, or maybe your feminine energy has been always like hanging and chilling in sweatpants and Nike, and now it's time for you to really step into your womanly energy. Okay, there's a transformation that happens. Some of you guys could have just turned 30, or excuse me, stepping into your womanhood. Like you're going from 19 to 20, or you're going from like being this child to an adult or to a teenager. Hey, my videos are not really for teenagers, so get a off of here. But you don't watch most of this reading, so it is what it is. It's time to nurture the woman within you. It's time to nurture the feminine within you. Masculine, it's time for you to take care of yourself the way you always envisioned your mother nurturing you. Okay, even if that's creating mantras. Okay, writing down some things, making a list of things that it is you wanted as a little boy that your mother deprived you of. Okay, this could also just be like the gardener within you needs to do some pruning, Gemini. And you might need to be a little critical. Yes. Critical meaning, what is it about myself? It's time to reveal the darkness within your beauty. You know, are you superficial with yourself, Gemini? Do you only appreciate your beauty? Like, oh wow, I'm so pretty. I'm just so pretty. I love my hair. I love my eyes. I love the way I dress. I love that color of me. Like I love. Oh my goodness. I'm just that guy. I'm just the man. You know, I always look good. I always got on a good suit. You feel me? I got fans. I got girlies on call. You feel me? Like I'm just that guy. And spirit's like, no, 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 no. That's not real. No, 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 baby. That's not real love. That's superficiality. And that's why you keep attracting that. And I told you that in the beginning of the reading. It's like my goodness. I can't make it up. This could be around your sexuality too, Gemini. Okay. Some of my Geminis are bisexual. Some of my Geminis are attracted to women. Straight up. Don't lie to me. I am a woman of God. I still love you. You could need to come out of the closet. Okay. You could be attracted to women who are more metrosexual or like chill. Hey, if you like me, hey, I know I'm a pretty girl. Or some women who are a little bit more introverted and tomboys. You could just be attracted to, or you could be vice versa. You could be the tomboy or the girl who likes to wear the sweatpants and the braids and be chilling, and you like pretty girls. You know, it's time to talk about it. It's time to work on this. You cannot really get what it is that you want. You cannot really understand your sexuality and sensuality until you really work on it. And it starts with talking about it with your mom. Okay. It also starts with talking about your attraction to your mom. You know, they say our first loves come from our parents. And some of you guys could have a real attraction to your mother's beauty, and that's why you're really attracted to women. Is because some of these traits remind you of your mom, or you could have been deprived of these things in your mother, and that's what you go for in your female mates. All right, you're really attracted to these women who are, ethereal, psychic, intuitive, spiritual, giving. Oh, this person could be a Pisces. You could have some Pisces elements or Cancer moon or Cancer elements or Scorpio elements. Um, you could just be like, I love everyone. I love the world. I mean, you could be just a part of the rainbow community. Look at this. All these different rainbows. Or you could be Gemini, someone who doesn't, like I said, you just love everything. You don't subscribe to labels. You're all about just being fluid, flowing with the energy, moving with the seasons, kind of like how these leaves are, transforming. Or you could be recognizing your own beauty outside of just your sexual attractiveness. Like I said, if you're the Gemini that's a little self-centered and you've been just appreciating your external beauty, that's what other partners are looking at from you. Like, dang, that's what other partners are looking at. Like, damn, I love her titties, or I love her smile. I love her hair. I love her physical features. right? Everything that's sexual, sex, 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 sex. And that's what's coming off to people. It's like you just love sex about yourself. You just love your body. You don't really talk about your spirituality. You don't really talk about your sensuality, because there's more than just spirituality and there's more than just sexuality. There's also sensuality. You also are not looking within to find what it is that makes you sparkle, that makes you unique, Gemini. Why is that? Do you not feel worthy? Do you not feel like internally there's something that's worthy about you, Gemini? That's just something for you to think about. Okay, you got some things to work on. Gemini, I would highly recommend you go back and replay this video and take notes. Okay, Gemini, go back, replay this video maybe 2 or 3 times and take notes on each section. Do a bullet point on love, bullet point on career, a bullet point on self-improvement. And as homework and test, I need you to comment below your notes. Share them with me. What is it that you found really applied to your life? Because I want to know if you're doing the work. Spirit wants to know and hold you accountable for doing the work. And I am your spiritual healer, Bob the Healer. So how can I know if you don't comment below? All right, God bless you guys. Thank you for rocking with me. I hope you enjoyed this 50-minute reading. I really gave you guys the best reading possible because you guys were so patient, Gemini. God bless you guys and have a great Leo season.